Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another video for y'all. Just want to spread some knowledge with y'all. Want to help y'all out. Want to help y'all solve stuff the easy way instead of the hard way. And what I want to discuss with y'all about is that when it comes down to having beef with someone, the beef can be squashed where a fight doesn't even have to break out. Beef can be squashed where violence doesn't even have to happen. you know, especially for my grown men out there and for my young men, when it comes down to being a man, be man enough to have a man-to-man conversation, pick up the phone, give each other a call, or, y'all could like have a meeting, y'all could meet up somewhere. Doesn't mean that y'all gotta fight, but beef can be squashed where violence doesn't even have to happen. You know what I mean? But I mean, when it comes down to fighting, it's better to fist fight than it is to gun fight. But we can be logic enough where a fight doesn't even have to happen. We can have a man-to-man conversation because I mean, like we need to be more logic with stuff. We need to be more logic with situations. Not everything has to be settled out when it with fighting. I mean, in the reality of it, violence is not the answer. I mean, but I get it. I mean, sometimes you may be beefing with somebody that's not very logic. They're not logic like you are to the point where you have no choice but to defend yourself. That's no problem. Only fight unless you have to. I mean, you got a big heart, but when it comes down to you doing what you gotta do, you do what you gotta do. I mean, I'll fight if I have to. But yeah, violence. When it comes down to having beef with someone, yeah, the beef can be squashed in different ways where violence doesn't have to happen at all. Y'all could have a man-to-man conversation where y'all could meet up at a restaurant or something. Y'all could call each other on the phone, or y'all could just like send out an apology. Y'all could text each other an apology and say sorry. Like they could like pass the message around, tell someone that you love, like get them to tell you that they're sorry for what they did. But yeah, beefs can be squashed. Beef can be squashed where violence doesn't even have to happen at all. I mean, yeah, y'all had a misunderstanding in the beginning, but like y'all older now. Like y'all had beef when y'all were like teenagers, and like now y'all like in y'all 30s and y'all still got beef. I mean, that's in the past. I mean, all them years, I mean, he apologized about what he did. But I also understand too that some people just won't change for anything. Understandable, but I mean when it comes down to making mistakes, when it comes down to beefs, you learn from them. Even if you had beef with someone when you were a teenager and y'all got into a fight and y'all squashed it out, maybe you probably figured out that the beef could have been squashed where violence didn't even have to happen. Y'all could have had a man-to-man conversation. Y'all could have had a man-to-man conversation, to apologize to each other. But I mean, with me being a nice guy, I've been in some situations. There was a time where I was about to get into a fight in the 8th grade. But, usually, like, when you're a nice guy, when you got a big heart, like, a lot of times, you are a target. You just have to stand your ground as a man. You don't gotta take all of that unnecessary stuff. Stand your ground. Let people know what you're all about. Let people know that you don't play. But always know that beefs can be squashed where violence doesn't even have to occur. I just want to share that with y'all because with all the violence that we got going on, the gun violence, a lot of these rappers losing their life at a young age, beefs can be squashed where violence doesn't even have to happen. Be logic enough to have a man-to-man conversation. Forgive each other. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share. Love y'all.